that the full circle, that's what I meant when we were talking in the first essay about the corporate guys created wealth by being evil and creating pollution. They were acting out this resist not evil.
Abundance in their way.
But you can see the confusion, the Finnegan's Wake, you know, here comes everybody confuses. Well, Jesus, people were living a culture lag. They didn't know why you could be evil, you know what I mean? And certainly you couldn't be, but the communication factor between people, which is not a private opinion, but the fact that language is talking to you and you got to react, you didn't know why language is saying that to you.
So try this one on for...
Which, just for clarity, television, since it X-rayed all cultures, television made every culture look like, as content, evil. But that was because we were stoned on television collectively. Just like when you're on acid, everything looks at a certain level weird. You know what I mean? So it looks evil, and but you're being infected by a drug. You didn't know that the drug was making you see that. So that's why you got to forget about that principle, resist not evil, and go back to Finnegan's Wake or go to Herbert Armstrong and become a devout Christian, because you forgot, if you believe resist not evil, that you were drugged. You were in a drug condition. Get that, Eva? Evil? Resist not evil. Or Eva.
Some things are hard to resist. Anyhow,
she missed the first part. Right?
So would you say that you had to work a lot because you lived a simple life, or if you had lived a more complicated life, you would have done less work?
I lived a complicated life. I lived a simple life, depending on who was looking at it.
Well, I'm just saying there's a maximum here.
Yeah,
basically,
make a simple division.
If you want to live a simple life, you just do a lot of work, and life's pretty simple. If you want to sit around and not do any work, life suddenly becomes very complicated.
Mm-hmm. And I did both of that. You know, first half of the day was the first part.
Well, the Orphic part is the one where you're coming out of the fact that everything is confusing and you're not doing enough work.
Yes.
Now when you go for you're trying to reach to get to the Hermetic, now you realize I got to make my life simple by just doing the work.
That's right. I always emphasize people do their fucking homework. They were never doing it. I was really trying to get people to... Actually, I had the most slack, but from my position, everybody else was slacking off so much, they looked like they had more slack than me, so I was trying to put everybody back to work. But that's very simple. That's only said in English. How would you say this in Chinese?
You could say someone else can pull you out of bed, but only you can wake you up.
But see, we're again echoing each other. You know, the thing is that I basically said I had a sense of urgency about the situation that nobody else had. And that probably looked energetic or looked like
But you were excited about it at the same time.
Yeah, it was slack. It was quite relaxing. You know, this is the... So, yeah, okay, remember the chart's always pointing about the situation beyond speech, right? So remember, when you're worrying about mind and memory, you're asking me about it through the speech medium, so you're not even getting the question across to me. So the question you're trying to say to yourself is on my chart.